Hi, my name is Adam Whitmer. I'm the founder and host here at ComplianceCohort.com. This compliance clip is going to talk about disclosing fees for an expedited debit card. So the question I received was this. The question said, does the bank's fee schedule need to include a fee for expediting a debit card? And specifically, this was a financial institution who had never implemented an expedited debit card fee, but what they had seen was an increase in requests from customers asking to speed up the process. And when they talked to their vendor told them they can expedite a debit card, but there's a cost involved. And the bank, of course, was wanting to pass this on to the customer. So that is the question at hand. Now, the bank specifically had a separate fee schedule that they were using to comply with the requirements of Regulation DD and Regulation E. So they had a separate fee schedule. Now, the answer to our question, I kind of gave it away here, is going to come from, of course, Regulation DD and Regulation E. So does the bank's fee schedule, or better, Reg DD or Reg E disclosures, need to include a fee for expediting a debit card? And so this is something that would not be required for every customer. It's only when a customer specifically requests to expedite the card and they agree to pay the fee. So let's take a look at our answer. For Regulation DD, this fee does not need to be disclosed as part of the TISA disclosure, as it is considered an incidental fee that is occasionally assessed at the request of a customer. And this comes from Comment 2.2 to 1030.4B4 of Regulation DD that says this. It says other fees. Institutions need not disclose fees such as the following. Number 1 says fees for services offered to account and non-account holders alike, like traveler's checks, wire transfers, and even if different amounts are charged to account holders and non-account holders. But that's not the case here, because our fee for an expedited debit card is only going to be assessed to account holders. So we look for Comment 2.2, which refers to incidental fees. They say the incidental fees, such as fees associated with state escheat laws, garnishments or attorney fees, and fees for photocopying, do not need to be disclosed under the Reg DD. So an incidental fee is something that happens upon the request of a consumer, and because the expedited debit card fee is not required every time, but it is an option. It's optional for the consumer to request. That would be considered an incidental fee and not subject to 1030.4B4. Now, we do have to check Regulation E because there are fee disclosure requirements under Regulation E. Now, under Regulation E, this fee is also not covered or required to be disclosed, as this is not a charge to conduct electronic funds transfers, which is the requirement to disclose fees. So in other words, Reg E tells us that fees must be disclosed if they are for an electronic funds transfer or for the right to have an electronic funds transfer. So what this means is it's considered an other fee. It's an optional other fee to speed up the process of getting a customer's debit card. Now, specifically, the commentary tells us this. It's Comment 1 to 1005.7B5. It says, disclosures of EFT fees. An institution is required to disclose all fees for EFTs, electronic funds transfers, or the right to make electronic funds transfers. Other fees, for example, minimum balance fees, stop payment fees, or account overdrafts, however, may but not need to be disclosed. So we're allowed to, but they are not required. And therefore, under Reg DD and Reg E, that tells us that a fee for an expedited debit card does not need to be included on the fee schedule at this financial institution. Now, that's all I have for today. That's a bit of a deep dive into this topic. But what this is this, of course, was a compliance clip. If you're new to the compliance cohort, we have a bunch of these free compliance clips as part of our basic membership that's free for anybody who wants to sign up at compliancecohort.com. And in our basic membership, we have over really hundreds of videos just like this. They're 3 to 5 minute compliance clips. We also have a weekly Friday newsletter with a bunch of information going on in the compliance world. We do giveaways. We have a bunch of articles and other resources as well. So consider signing up for our basic membership that's free at compliancecohort.com. If you're an existing member and want to take a deep dive into a number of compliance topics, you can look at our programs in our store. We've got a UDAP bootcamp. We've got other products available there at compliancecohort.com/store. And if you're an existing member and you've watched to the end of this video, I want to say that we appreciate you. You're the reason we do this. We don't know how many people watch to the end of these videos. We know a few do because we get some emails. If you want to email us, go ahead. But thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting the Compliance Cohort. And until next time, I hope you have a great day. Thanks a lot.